Welcome back to the South Alabama Piper Channel. I'm Lance, your host. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you. Consider subscribing if you hadn't already, so you'll know anytime I put out a video. You'll have to excuse the attire and all. I'm still up at out of my family's place, visiting them. We come out for the week of the 4th and still out of town, and I had to improvise a little bit for the camera. I don't have none of my stuff from home, so I had to make do with what I got. So hopefully it'll turn out okay anyway. It is hot and steamy this morning, as usual. I hope everybody had a great 4th. Like I say, we spent it with my family and come out of town, so it was good to get away. Oh, I'm sorry. This morning, of course, I've got my favorite pipe, my Peterson Dracula 86 here. And in it, I've got some Granger. Oh yes, Granger. Like that's any surprise to most of y'all. I only brought, what I bring, either 3 or 4 blends with me up here. And a few pipes. A few of my favorite pipes. Excuse the Bic too. I don't like using a Bic lighter, but I think my Zippo just ran out of fuel. Right before I started this video, I tried to light it, and it was, well, look at that. I say that and I end up dying down. It's, I think it's about out. So anyway, I couldn't get my pipe lit with it, so I had to get a Bic. I don't like using a Bic lighter. Nothing wrong with a Bic lighter. I just don't like using one. But I got one of those, those little orange, most of them's orange, and little marine boxes, you know, them waterproof marine boxes. Got the little latch and it flips the lid open. I got one of them. I've got several of them actually that I use for other stuff, but it'll hold a few jars of tobacco in there. I was trying to figure out the other day what I was going to bring with me. And of course, Granger was the first one I grabbed. And I almost brought just Granger. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll grab me 1 or 2 more. So I did. So I didn't bring just Granger, but I almost did. Just because Granger, I can smoke it. I can smoke it every day. Anyway. So, a couple of days ago, we were all sitting out here on the porch, and we were just sitting out here talking about, you know, different memories. We had rented one of them water slides for the kids for a few days, and they had got off it. We were sitting out here on the porch because it had started to lightning and thunderstorm and all. We were talking about different stuff, talking about some memories and all, you know, and different stuff. And my 11-year-old daughter was sitting there beside me. She started asking about my pipe. Of course, I had my I got a little travel bag that I keep my pipes in, and then I got that box that I kind of keep my tobacco jars in, which I'm gonna try to get me a bigger one, probably just to be able to carry everything in when we go somewhere. And so we was talking about, you know, different pipes, and she was asking about different ones, what's it called, you know, and so I pulled out my other couple that I had with me, and then I got my phone, and I pulled up, you know, some websites from Peterson, Savinelli, you know, pipes and cigars, all that. So we started looking around, and I was showing her about the different shapes, you know, and the different styles, you know, the sandblasted, the rusticated, the smooth, you know. We started talking about stems, acrylic and vulcanite, and just all that stuff, you know. And my wife, she was sitting over there, but she was kind of talking to my mama and them, and they was kind of having their own little conversation. Well, I guess she kind of heard us, and she kind of smiled. She looked at me, she said, "Are you really talking to our daughter about pipes?" Just kind of joking, you know. And I said, "Well, yeah, I'm talking to our daughter." Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I said, "Yeah, I'm talking to our daughter about pipes." I said, "I ain't telling her to smoke a pipe." I said, "But I think she needs to know about pipes." I said, "Ain't nothing wrong with talking about different stuff about the pipes, you know, the material and just the different styles of pipes." She enjoyed looking at them. We started scrolling through there, you know. Then I pulled up some Meerschaums. You know, the Meerschaums get kind of interesting. Pulled them up, started looking at all that, you know, and I told her, I said, "No, I ain't." I said, "I ain't encouraging her to smoke a pipe." I said, "But I'm gonna talk to her about pipes, especially if she asks me about it, you know." Now that ain't something I'm just gonna go through her and let's say, "All right, let's sit down, let's have the pipe talk." I ain't gonna do that. But if they're curious about the pipes, I'm gonna talk to them about the pipes. I think that's important that they know, you know, about that. Of course, it's like I said, well, better her smoke a pipe than a cigarette any day. Am I gonna encourage it? No, I ain't gonna encourage it. Even when she gets old enough, I ain't gonna encourage it, you know. But that's just me. You know, when I say encourage it, I ain't gonna push it on her like, you need to smoke a pipe. No. But I think it's important that they know about the pipe, that they know what pipe smokers should really be like. And that it's important, I think, that they know the history of pipe smokers, the history of pipes, where they're made. We talked about where they was made, Peterson's, you know, and Savinelli's, where they're made, just all kind of stuff. And I was kind of happy, you know, that my 11-year-old daughter decided to sit down and let's talk about it. So, should we talk to our kids about pipes or the importance of pipes? And I say we because I don't want to title this video, "Should you talk to your kids about pipes?" Because I'm not telling you what to do. I'm kind of talking for me. I should probably title it, "Should I talk to," but I'm going to put "Should we?" And for me, you know, I think it's a good thing. I don't mind talking. I actually enjoyed sitting down having that talk. And my other daughter, she's 6. You know, she ain't really old enough yet, I don't guess, to somewhat comprehend. I mean, she kind of does, but She ain't at the age where she's real interested yet. But I'm gonna try this while it had a big flame. Oh. Yep. I got enough out of it for that light. I'm gonna get me an IM Corona one day. But I just thought I'd share that with you. I was actually pleased. It made me feel good to talk to her about that. Which of course is something I like talking about too, so that made it even better. So yeah, sit down and have a conversation with your kids. You know, especially, I mean, and it made me think maybe I want to talk to my kids a little bit more about pipes. Come here, baby. Let's sit down. Let's talk a little bit about this pipe. You know, let me tell you some stuff about the pipes. Well, yeah, I enjoyed that. So it's always good to have quality family time. Of course, I didn't have a phone in front of me until I pulled it up and we started looking at other pipes, you know, but too bad we can't have a Sears and Roebuck catalog, you know, of pipes and stuff. That'd be so nice, man. I miss newspapers. I miss them big old Sears and Roebuck catalogs. I miss all that stuff, man. I wish we could go back to all that. It would be so nice. I just like putting my hands on paper and just something about it. It's so much better than scrolling on a screen, you know. But it was nice before that point to not have the phone in hand, to sit there, have quality family time, to talk. It's so nice. And I think so many people nowadays, it's so normal for people to even sit around a dinner table, and while they eat, and they sitting there looking at a phone, you know, and it's like nobody's talking to each other, nobody's communicating with each other. It's really sad. And I'm not gonna lie, we got that way for a little while, especially when we were still taking care of my wife's mother, or my mother-in-law, you know. We were that way for a little bit, but we have recently got back to all sitting around the dinner table. No electronic devices, no nothing. We sit there, we eat, we talk to one another, we have a conversation. That's the way it should be. I hate all this technology. I hate this stuff. You're not supposed to hate anything, but I dislike all this mess. And here I am making a video on an iPhone to share with y'all on social media. Hello. But hey, it's gonna be around, why not use it, I guess, right? So, Hey Joe, go enjoy your family and friends. Talk to one another, especially if you're around family that you don't get to see very often or don't live real close by. Spend as much time as you can with them. Put your phones down. Have a good conversation. Talk about memories. Talk about your childhood. Talk about, talk about anything without a phone in your hand. Just set it down and just talk. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel when you talk about stuff. It just makes you feel good. So should you talk to your kid, or should we talk to our kids about pipe smoking? I'll let you make that decision for yourself. Y'all, let's be the reason somebody smiles today. We can change the world one act around the kindness at a time. And just remember, till next time, faith, family, freedom, and piping. God bless you.